I've been writing and talking a lot and doing a little bit of teaching over the last better part of this year. Not that much teaching, but some writing about the politics of people learning how to read and write. You know, the basic things, you know, that lead to being able to do stuff like we're doing now. And how under certain circumstances, like say in Nicaragua or Afghanistan, Mozambique, places like that, it has a tendency to get you killed, to know how to read, to know how to put words together, take parts of the alphabet and put them together in words to make consonants. So I took a couple of poems from two different authors. One's from a literacy worker who lives here in Boston, and he's from Mexico by way of Australia, a fellow by the name of Tomas Calmat. And for the better part of 5 years, from about 1979 to 1983, he ran a literacy program in southern Illinois among migrant farmers. And on something like $200 a year, and meeting the basement of the grocery store, sort of showed in no uncertain terms that you didn't need federal funding in order to get people to read and write effectively. So this is a poem from this period called RFP. People who aren't in human services or who haven't done engineering proposals, RFP means request for a proposal. And that's where the people with all the money send out this piece of paper called a request for a proposal saying, we've got this money, we'd like to spend it, we'd like you to come up with 1,001 ways of swiftly begging for it on 8.5 by 11 paper with the proper kinds of footnotes and using the proper kinds of buzzwords. So this poem is called RFP. In an epoch when the center cannot hold and mere anarchy is loosed upon the world, it becomes necessary to reinvent the wheel. This requires us to break free of the controlling commonplace of modern grantsmanship, summed up in the ubiquitous cliche, we don't need to reinvent the wheel, implying that we are the ones who invented the wheel in the first place, whereas the truth is that those who invented the wheel were not federally funded and did not begin by writing up a formal plan in response to a request for proposals. The original invention of the wheel remains an irreducible mystery, to which awe is a more appropriate response to condescension. And if the federal government refuses to fund the reinvention of the wheel, then those of us who understand the need must be prepared to work incognito without depending on the blessings of legitimacy. I take it to be one of Jung's central insights that the opus of reinventing the wheel is a crisis in the alchemy of the soul. Only those who survive this crisis can be said to be individuated. Only a centered individual, a believer in the Copernican revolution of the psyche, could invent the wheel in the first place. After the revolution, we will all be gathered, members of the gathered community. Meanwhile, in our troubled times of transition, this work of reinventing the wheel lies ahead for each of us as an individual. If the legitimate center does not hold, we must have the courage to reorganize ourselves around the more authentic yet hidden center. Tomas Calmat. The other poem I'm going to read is called The Alphabet of Revolution, and it's from the collection of poems called Bratsk Station by Yevgeny Yevtushenko. Aurora's echo resounds, prophesying to the nations. Elkanah, the school teacher, is at the front in 1990. Oh, she should be reading Bloch or Yusuf. She was holding a rifle. Oh, she should have her fair hair done in plaits. They'd have been in the way when she aimed. Now that the enemy has retreated, there is a free hour, and the Red Army men are sitting on the grass like children, hungry, unshaven, sick and wounded, all good people, all so illiterate. Elkanah, the school teacher, opens the ABC, slowly repeats tenderly, drawing out each syllable. All right. But it's strange for these boys. Masha ate her porridge. Masha washed her window. They concentrate so hard, but all to no avail, those stenkarasinis with their little red stars. The school teacher, coughing, stubbornly says it over and over again. Masha ate her porridge. Masha washed her window. But as if all this performance had given him a rupture, the redhead from Kostroma bangs his rifle. Why you torment us? What do you teach us for? Who is that Masha? What sort of porridge? Elkanah, the teacher, almost bursts into tears at his speech. Her shoulders quiver, but the redhead, in distress, talks to her pityingly as to a little sister. Comrade Chalky, don't cut up big eyes, give us sayings to touch the heart. Then your lessons will get rolling. It was difficult to do, but breaking all the rules, the very thing came floating out of it, like a call to battle, cutting into their minds. We are not slaves. Slaves, we are not. And they repeated it, absorbing it all. And the one from Petersburg, and the one from Alex, and the one from Baraba, and the one from Kostroma. We are not slaves. Slaves, we are not. Oh, such a clear morning. How the steps smell of flowers. Why are you crawling along, school teacher, with those useless bandages? Oh, how ravishing are the daisies. If only we could understand them. Oh, how the birch trees are glimmering. If only we could embrace them. Oh, how the streams are bubbling. If only we could kneel down to them. Oh, how much I want not to die. But the horses are neighing, maroon in the mottled gray. Soaring upward, the bustards brush with their wings, sad, empty stirrups. All around are our young men, cut to pieces, all shot up. And are you still searching for a wounded, teacher Elkanah? They are lying, all killed, among the flowering mint. The one from Petrograd, the one from Alex, and the one from Baraba. But the one from Kostroma still seems to be alive, and only his eyes are strange. They shot me clean. I'm ready to go. Don't waste any bandages, teacher, on me. And closing his eyes, already almost gone, the redhead remembers something, and he smiles already. And already in the midst of death, painfully he reads out the words. We are not slaves, teacher. Slaves we are